Alright, so today on the Regular Guy Gear Reviews, we're going to be looking at one of the coolest and most unique pedals probably that I own. Um, I saw this on, I want to say it was on a Sweetwater review, might have been. It was on someone doing a review of it. I saw them do a review of it, and I was like, I gotta have one. So I'm going to do my own little review of it now. And it is the Electro-Harmonix Freeze pedal. It's a nano-sized pedal, so you can see here the size of it. It's a very simple as far as controls go. You've got a knob here that controls the volume of the effect. You've got your switch that activates the effect, and then you've got this little toggle here that determines which mode it's working in. So what does this do, you say, if you haven't heard of it before? It's actually, as I said, it's very cool. What it does is it literally freezes. So you plug your guitar on the one side, you plug the other side out into your amp, and then at any point during your playing, you hit the switch, and depending on what mode you're in, if you're in the fast mode, you have to hold it down. As long as you're holding the switch down, whatever you were playing when you hit the switch will keep going for infinity. Then as soon as you let go, it'll quickly stop. If you're in slow mode, same concept. You strum a chord, hit a note, whatever. Click down the switch, hold it down. It'll keep going until you let go. And then when you let go, it'll sort of have a, I don't know, half a second sort of fade out time where it'll fade away. And then if you put it in what's called latch mode, you're playing along, you strum a chord, you hit the switch, that chord will hold forever until you hit the switch again. So you can hit it, not have to hold it down, and it'll hold that chord or note or whatever you're playing as long as you want it to. And then when you want to make it either stop or play a new chord, you just hit the switch again. The way it works is whatever signal it's getting from the input when you hit the switch is what's going to be frozen. So you can't like hit the switch as you're strumming. You have to strum first, then hit the switch. So we'll hook it up and we'll just play around with it. So I'm going to show you some of the ways you can use it. It works great for bass or guitar. It's really cool for like if you want to. It makes it for a good practicing thing too, because you can strum a chord, hit this, have that chord be ringing out, and then practice different, scales or things like that over it to see how they sound with a certain chord. So that's pretty cool. So we'll try it out in just a minute and see what y'all think. Okay, so we've got our freeze pedal hooked up into the katana here. I'm going to show you the different modes real quick. The first one is the fast mode, so we'll strum a chord. And as you can see, it will hold that until you let go. And while it's holding down, you can play something over it. So. Then you let go and it fades away. Pretty cool, right? And if you go to the slow mode, it works exactly the same. So we'll do another G. And it's a little slower fade out on that one. And then, like I said, you can do latch mode, and latch mode sticks. So you hit your G, hit your next chord, and then if you hit it when you're not playing, it will stop. And again, like I said, you can do it for chords, or you can use it for just you could hit a harmonic, and that'll hold forever. You can hit just a note. Okay, so that's it. Just runs straight into the front of the amp. Now, if you've got an amp with an effects loop, you can actually use something pretty cool because it'll, if you put it in the effects loop, then the effect that you have when you hit it will stick, but then you could change effects and play over it. So we'll do that in just a second, just because it's fun, and then we'll. Alright, so now we're going to test the effects loop version of, or the effects, setting this up in the effects loop. So that's what I've done. I've set it up in the effects loop of the katana here. So I got a clean, reverby sort of patch here. Play us an E chord. So we've got that nice E, it's ringing out. Then loop, you can change effects, so to speak. You might be saying, well, what is the purpose of this thing? And that's a good question. And honestly, the people at Electro-Harmonix who designed it, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what was going through their head. But I do know it's a very cool pedal. It's one that is unique. You know, when you look at like a reverb pedal or an overdrive or a looper or something like that, pretty much every pedal company makes one, and the differences between them are negligible. But the Freeze, I don't think there's another company that makes a pedal quite like it. It's something unique, so I like it. I think it's cool, and it can be used for lots of different things. One thing you could use it for is if you're playing, if you're playing live. You could use it like that to sort of give yourself that pedal tone behind whatever lead parts you're playing. If you're playing by yourself, and especially if you don't put it on, if you have it on the non-latching mode, you can lots of different uses. It's a very cool pedal, and it wasn't very expensive. I want to say it was $100-ish, something like that. It's well made, metal chassis for it. The switch, feels just fine, feels good, clicks in good. It's a cool pedal. The only design concern I could see maybe having is the fact that if you were to accidentally step on that little toggle switch, you'd probably break it. But the switch is far enough away from that toggle that if you're stepping on the toggle, you're missing what you're aiming at anyway. So that is the Electro-Harmonix Freeze pedal. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you've got one, if you ever use it. Now, I did find out the Ocean's 11 reverb pedal they've recently come out with does have a freeze function built into it, which is awesome. I've been looking to get one of those anyway. The fact that it has a freeze function built in, icing on the cake in my mind. So if you're thinking that you like this pedal but you don't really need just a freeze, all right. If you're a reverb fan, if you like using reverb, get you the Ocean's 11. You'll have it as an option. So that's just an idea. Although on the Ocean's 11, I think it's less of a freeze and more of an infinite reverb type thing. But that's kind of what this is in a way. So I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Check out some other videos of mine, and keep an eye out for the next one we got coming up. And as an outro, I'm gonna play around a little more.